Going on? My name is Barnaby Alkire, and I wanted to hop on here because I'm 35 and I live in Connecticut, and so for years I've lived with mental illness. At first, when I was 17, I got diagnosed with bipolar type 1, and then when I was 30, I got re-diagnosed as schizoaffective, so on the schizophrenic spectrum. So, for simplistic state, for simplicity, I could say I'm schizophrenic, but the proper term and the proper way to explain it is schizoaffective because it's a thought pattern uh, destabilizer with a mood disorder. So, anyway, I've been looking for different videos and information on schizophrenia, and I've been wondering what it is like when it about losing weight or having this disorder. And there's not too many people who talk about this diagnosis or this category of symptoms or cluster of symptoms and stuff like that too. So um, I wanted to hop on here and just talk about my day to day and what that looks like and how I navigate everything. I have my own website, bartabyalcard.com, and I love to write. I enjoy writing. I even wrote a book called Committed, a memoir from the edge of madness and mercy, and I enjoy that too. So, I guess for me, when I think about my condition and where it's led me to and how it's developed in my own life, um, a lot of it had to do with having insight. And so, prior to getting diagnosed schizoaffective, I was diagnosed bipolar, and I was diagnosed bipolar for 17 years and did extremely well. I was in sales. I did tech um, support, and I cold called for a living, made over 30,000 cold calls in my career. So I did really well with that. And then, I broke away from it, took some years off on that career path. And then 2021 happened where I was isolated alone. I felt like there was a dichotomy between who I should be and as a Christian and who I was just as a person who had addictive tendencies and stuff like that too. So from there, I really was split and divided, and I ultimately wanted to kill myself and stuff like that too. So I took a bottle of lithium, and from there, I survived. So I just want to encourage people who have mental illness. I know that there may not be a lot of success stories or people who have this condition and how they navigate it and stuff like that too. I apologize for the room. It's my workspace. But anyway, I just want to hop on here and talk about schizoaffective disorder and how I live with it day to day with this medication regimen that I'm on. So I take three medication. The first is Invega Hafira. So I take a 6 month medication regimen for or dosage of the Invega, and that helps with delusions, the suicide ideations, and then the just thought disorder. So I have that handled with Invega, and then I take lamotrigine, which is a mood stabilizer to help with the bipolar aspect or mood disorder of the aspect of the illness. And then I take Trintellix, which is a antidepressant, and I take that every day and lamotrigine every day. So 200 milligrams of lamotrigine, 10 milligrams of Trintellix, and then a 6 months injection with Invega. So I've been incredibly successful when it comes to earning money and having jobs and even creativity and writing, um, and learning new information and books. As you can tell, I'm 18 pounds right now, so I got this weight that's on me. But prior to uh, the medication Vega and then the Depakote that I took for a second, um, I weighed 180 pounds, and I totally lost that weight with lithium and Seroquel being prescribed to me. So it can happen. It happened in my life where I was able to lose 100 pounds and was successful in that. Um, so now I'm reorienting myself again, and I am going back to calorie deficit and maybe a introduction to medication. So I'm not happy about this weight. You know, I'm a big guy, um, but I just feel like if I take metformin or Topamax, maybe it will curb my appetite and help me reinstitutionalize my metabolism and keep me going. Um, I do have a bike, so I will start biking. And I just wanted to document this video as like day one. I want to, in 30 days or 90 days or even 6 months, share how much I've lost weight or have gained more insight. I started a job on July 13th, a remote job, so I'll be working from home and stuff like that too. Um, so all that to say, I'm just trying to understand behaviors and stuff like that too. Another thing about my channel is about mental health and psychology and neuroscience and philosophy. Um, and, I would love to understand or dissect more the understanding of behaviors. And I've become extremely fascinated about cue, routine, rewards, the Skinner box, the basal ganglia, prefrontal cortex, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so I read a book called Addiction by Design, and then I also read um, some information online to help me gather the understanding of the casino effect and what smartphone does and computers and the interface that we tap into when it comes to our notifications and our LinkedIn profiles, our social media, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's been super fascinating to break down the understanding of uh, of behaviors and how they incorporate into our lives, and how by observing the casino effect or the ludic loop or the flow state one goes into when they go into writing or creativity or stuff like that too. So it's so fascinating, and I'd love to dive into that more. And it's helped me understand my uh, symptoms and my own thinking and stuff like that too. So I've been thinking a lot about consciousness and what that is, and how do we understand what consciousness is and how it plays into our lives and stuff like that too. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm thinking about. Thank God that I still have the mental capacity to articulate and to understand and synthesize these big concepts. But today I wanted to just jump on here. I wanted to make like just a note in a bottle in the internet to share, hey, I have schizoaffective disorder, and this is what my life looks like with it. I've been successful in my career. I've been successful in my health. I've been successful with my creativity. I've been successful with managing medication, and allowing myself to be regulated by medication. And I don't hear too much of that now. So I wish that there would be more um, talks or people coming out saying, "Hey, I live with a mental illness, and this is what my day to day looks like, or this is how I think and synthesize and conceptualize and stuff like that too." So I hope this video helps. I hope it wasn't too all over the place, but I just want to document today and July 4th and talk about my my condition and how I live with it, and what it looks like to go beyond a condition and articulate and break down concepts like the casino effect or behavior modification or modulation and stuff like that too. So this is my first video for YouTube and my channel. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, take care.